Place for local spring high school sports, and we've got some for you right now. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. SBS Carbon Copy in Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Maine Preventative Maintenance, your complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print on just about anything. Valley Beverage, delivering great beverages every day. Dixon's Country Market in Benton, with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. And by Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the David Martin Athletic Conference. There we go again. Good afternoon. Welcome to the David Martin Athletic Complex here at Lawrence High School in Fairfield. It's high school softball this afternoon. We're going to try it again here, and maybe the weather will let us get a full game in as the Lawrence Bulldogs host the Winslow Black Raiders. Mike Violet here with A.J. Knight, and we've got two teams struggling to get it going. Lawrence in what is now a clear rebuilding year. They are 1-4 on the season. Winslow clearly rebuilding under new coach Liz Clark. They are 1-5. So something's got to give here today.
Yeah, I think Lawrence, we talked about it obviously a lot. Well, it's actually kind of an interesting observation we made game to game all the way back in the fall, talking about just how few seniors there seem to be across the sport. And obviously, if you followed us along during the winter season, Lawrence basketball, the girls team, Kaylee Elkins, who plays center field today, was the only senior on the basketball team, showing up on the softball team with only two seniors on the other side. Obviously, like you said, Winslow rebuilding. I think the interesting thing is Winslow, while 1-5, has had some games where they've at least scored some runs.
Yeah.
Lawrence has struggled to score runs even in the one win they had against Coney, 5-1. And just to demonstrate, Lawrence in 5 games has scored 13 total runs. Winslow has 3 games where they scored 14, 13, and 9.
Yeah, unfortunately, they only won one of those. That was their opener against Waterville. They won in 5 innings, mercy rule, 14-3. But they scored 13 against MCI, lost 14-13, and scored 9 against Lisbon and lost there 17-9. So they have scored runs. They've just given up a whole lot of runs. Hopefully, they get a tighter game here today. We were here last week for Lawrence. They played Nokomis. We saw Mia Coots do her thing, and the Bulldogs offensively challenged for sure. The pitching and the defense weren't great that day either. Joey Marcoux has worked on tightening that up and is going to have to.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're a struggling team, the last thing you want to do is beat yourself. At least, try and keep it close and not make the mistakes so you can improve. But when you obviously make those errors that lead to runs, you take yourself out of potentially, you make the margin that was razor thin almost seem impossible.
Yeah, it is razor thin. There isn't a margin of error for either one of these teams. They've got to play tighter baseball, get better pitching, and in Winslow's case, keep hitting. In Lawrence's case, start hitting. Both teams being introduced right now. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, get you the starting lineups, get you set for softball from Fairfield. It's Lawrence and Winslow, and it's coming up next on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
The monkey has prime!
this season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Lawrence High School, where, dare I say, it's under partly cloudy skies, and the temperature right now is 57 degrees. This is pretty good. Let's give you the starting lineups for Liz York's Winslow Black Raiders. They will line up this way today. Bella Morris leads off. She's at second base. Batting second. Playing third base, Kate Nichols. Hitting third and playing shortstop is Madison Cochran. Batting cleanup. Catching, Bella Lubier. Hitting fifth in left field, Grace Melvin. Batting sixth at first base, Hannah, that is, Daniel. Hitting seventh and pitching today is Caitlin Gibbs. Batting eighth and playing in right field, Sophia Sullivan. And hitting ninth and playing in center field is Taya Ware. So again for Winslow, it's Morris, Nichols, and Cochran, Lubier, Melvin, and Daniel, Gibbs, Sullivan, and Ware to hit as we get ready to go here. And defensively for Lawrence, they'll go this way, left to right in the outfield. Natalie Pelletier in left, Kaylee Elkins in center. Casey Ross is in right field. Third to first along the infield, Maylee Knox is at third, JC Elkins at short, Ruby Pierce at second. Leah Tibbetts is at first. The battery, Mackenzie McCoy throwing to Ashley Shores. So there you have it.
Worth noting, I think for Lawrence, Ashley Shore is one of the better defensive catchers in Central Maine.
She can chuck it to second, that's for sure. Man, she threw a bomb down there in the game we had against Nokomis, getting a base runner in the first inning. That was one of the few highlights on the day for Lawrence. And we are set to go. Bella Morris in the batter's box, a left-handed batter, against Mackenzie McAvoy. Lawrence 1-4, Winslow 1-5. McAvoy toes the slab. Here's the rock of the pitch, and a bunt is put down. It's foul. Strike one.
I think it's interesting. I'm curious, both teams, right? You would assume part of the struggles, issues defensively, you saw that Lawrence, how much maybe they implement that early, some bunts to challenge the defense, see how on their toes they are.
The 0-1 to Morris. She swings away, squirts a foul down the third base line. Fielded down there by Coach York. Actually, no, she kicked it. It's an error. Error on the coach. 0-2 on Morris. Morris, Nichols, and Cochran here in the first. The wind, not really a factor. The flag is limp on the first base side of things. Swing and a miss, strike three, kind of an aborted swing, but all the way through nonetheless. Morris, 1 up, 1 out. So it shouldn't be a huge factor if it stays like this.
Knock on wood.
So 1 out. Not get ahead of myself here. Here's Kate Nichols, right-handed batting third baseman against Mackenzie McAvoy. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch is popped up. Third baseman right there is Maylee Knox. 2 outs.
Pretty easy way to draw up 2 outs.
Joey Marcoux liking that. 2 up, 2 out. Here's Madison Cochran, the shortstop. Cochran also a right-handed swinger. Open stance against McAvoy. First pitch. Hit high to left field. Ross back. And can't make the play. Off her glove, and this will be 2 bases easily for Cochran. That was a high fly ball. Ball's got to be caught. That is E7.
Yeah, nice job tracking it like you said, but she had the beat on it. It was right there.
So an error on the left fielder, and Cochran on at second on the 2-base error. Here is Bella Lubier, the cleanup hitter, the catcher. That ball was hit well by Cochran. I think possibly the left fielder Pelletier thought it was hit better than it was. It's almost like she backed off it a little bit instead of sprinting to the spot where it was going to land. So a 2-out base runner, Lubier with a quick conference with the third base coach. Winslow with a chance to get a run in. Shows bunt, pulls it back. That's a strike. 0-1 on on Bella Lubier. It's Cochran at second with 2 outs. McAvoy the 0-1. Squirted to the first baseman right there. Tibbetts on 1 hop. Ball hit hard, but right to the first baseman. 3 unassisted, so the 2-out threat, thanks to the error, is absolutely harmless. No runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 left. We played a half. The score, Winslow 0. Lawrence coming up. You're watching and listening to high school softball on The Score.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
All right, we move along to the bottom of the first inning. Lawrence will go this way for Joey Marcoux here this afternoon. Kaylee Elkins leads off. She's in center field. Batting second, playing third is Maylee Knox. Hitting third and catching is Ashley Shores. Batting cleanup, the pitcher, Mackenzie McAvoy. Hitting fifth and playing second base is Ruby Pierce. Batting sixth in left field, Natalie Pelletier. Hitting seventh, playing first base, Leah Tibbetts. Batting eighth and playing in right field, Casey Ross. And hitting ninth and playing shortstop, it's J.C. Elkins. So again, Elkins, Knox, Shores, McAvoy, Pierce, Pelletier, Tibbetts, Ross, and Elkins. To face the left-hander, Caitlin Gibbs. The defense left to right in the outfield, Grace Melvin in left, Taya Ware in center, Sophia Sullivan in right, Kate Nichols at third, Madison Cochran at shortstop, Bella Morris at second, Hannah Daniel at first, and the battery, Caitlin Gibbs, the left-hander, throwing to Bella Lubier. We are ready to go. Elkins in the batter's box.
I was just saying, you talked about the Nokomis game. The only one offensively had a good day was Elkins, who I think finished 3 for 3 and scored the only run.
And Kaylee will lead it off. That is in there for a strike. Interestingly enough, we have a left-handed catcher in Ashley Shores, and we have a left-handed second baseman for Winslow in Bella Morris. Two things you don't see every day.
It's a lot of southpaws.
And we have a left-handed pitcher, of course. High fly ball, center fielder Ware in, the shortstop out in an easy play. Madison Cochran taking charge. She's a good one and makes the play. So a pop to short. One out. And here is Maylee Knox, the third baseman.
Oh, that one hit sky high.
Knox, right-handed batter. Ready to go here against Caitlin Gibbs. One out, nobody on. The pitch. Low ball one. One ball, no strikes. Today's game brought to you by Central Maine Community College in Auburn. More than 40 academic degrees and programs to choose from. They are more than just a community college with the lowest tuition rates in New England. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu. That one is lifted foul and out of play. One ball, one strike. With Ashley Shores, that left-handed throwing, left-handed batting catcher on deck. A ball and a strike on Knox. Very high from Gibbs, 2-1. Day off tomorrow. Friday night baseball coming up on Friday night. Ironically, it's Mount Blue at Skowhegan at Colby College, 7 o'clock under the lights here on the Score to wrap our week up. The 2-1. Swung on and missed, 2-2. That was a changeup. Kind of fooled Maylee Knox. So the count level 2-2.
Good timing, by the way, on that day off tomorrow because it's supposed to rain.
It is. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up, right side out of play, coming off a great boys lacrosse game last night between Oak Hill and Messalonsky. Just really entertaining. A lot of goals, 13-7. And Ryan Parent, 6 in the game for the Eagles.
If you are a lacrosse player, we'll have the spotlight out, I think, a little bit later this week. You'll have to see his goals.
They're great. That one has popped up. This may stay in play down the right field line. It's a foul ball.
The definition, they tell you when you shoot, and I mean anything, right? Hockey, I'm sure the same thing. You want those corners, and he target practiced last night with the goal.
And not only did he cherry pick them, they were going 119 miles an hour.
They were not slow.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He was throwing good old number 1.
Yep, the exit velocity really high on those. The 2-2 is low, 3-2 on Knox. I mean, he whistled them. He can really shoot a lacrosse ball.
And like you said, a really good game between difference of classes. Obviously, Messalonsky B and Oak Hill C, but I think 2 teams that absolutely can win state championships.
It's in the vault, centralmainsports.com. It's on YouTube as well, on our YouTube channel, at Central Maine Sports, inside Ball 4. Every game we do is always there. So a one-out base runner in the person of Maylee Knox. And here's Ashley Shores, plenty of power, and they're respecting it because Taya Ware in center field is deep.
Yeah, shifted over here, playing her to pole. Over here in front of us, I should say.
Pitch to Shores is down and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out and a runner on. No score here, bottom of the first. Lefty on lefty, ground ball foul. A ball and a strike.
I'm going to say one last thing on that lacrosse game last night. As good a game it was, apparently the announcing was not bad, too, because we got some nice comments.
Yeah, from the coach of Oak Hill. That was nice. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the kind words. 1 ball, 1 strike. We had a blast. We always do doing any game, but that was particularly fun.
It was a good game.
The 1-1. Hit well to left. Actually, not that well. She got it off the end of the bat, but it's going to be a base hit. She just got enough of it to get it to the outfield. So Shore's on with a 1-out single. And moving up to second, Maylee Knox. So Lawrence in business, first and second with 1 out for Mackenzie McAvoy. Their cleanup hitter.
Yeah, like you said, sort of a little nubber, but just happened to get it right out of the infield.
The swing fooled me. But she got it off the end of the bat, just over the second baseman, Bella Morris. Ooh, hit her. And so they're loaded. Hit her in the left shoulder, I believe, and McAvoy is on.
Well, there's umpires in the MLB that throw her out for that.
Yeah, with Angel Hernandez on a staff, anything is possible. All right, we get a pinch runner for McAvoy. The umpires today, by the way, are Mr. Cunningham and Mr. Alley. So a runner at first. They're loaded for Ruby Pierce. And a great opportunity here for Lawrence to draw first blood. So a walk, a base hit, and a hit batter.
Leah Gallant, the pinch runner at first.
Gibbs ready. Pitch is a strike. 0-1 to Pierce. Lawrence has them loaded with 1 out. No score, bottom of the first. Pierce with a decidedly open stance. The deal is fouled off. 0-2 on Pierce.
And as she falls 0-2, this is one of those situations, Mike, you talk about with a team that's struggling. How well have you executed situations like this? Of course, a base hit to plate a few would be great, but at least 1 productive out to get 1 home.
0-2 on Pierce. Gibbs, the sign from Lubier. Here it is. Low ball, ball 1, that is. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Natalie Pelletier on deck. 1-2. Gibbs in a jam. All of her own doing. The 1-2 is high. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the sack's full of Black Raiders.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. Wrong side. Pay attention.
I mean, technically Black Raiders are out in the field.
Yes. That is high, ball 3, and Gibbs is in danger of walking in a run and giving the Bulldogs their first run of the day.
Mound visit here. And like you said, worst thing you could do, but Lawrence has struggled to score. Both these teams have struggled to prevent runs, but Lawrence particularly between these two has really struggled to score this season. Yeah. So not even making Pierce potentially have to make a decision would be a huge win for the Bulldogs, especially in the bottom of the first.
So Gibbs and Lubier with a conference. And Gibbs needs to throw a strike to Pierce. Here's the windup. And the pitch. High, ball 4. She's not able to. And Knox will walk in, and it's 1-0 Lawrence. RBI for Pierce. On via the walk. 1 out, 1 in. Still loaded for Natalie Pelletier. Pelletier, right-handed batting left fielder. They're in on the infield. Low and away, ball 1. So Gibbs got a pop out. Then the walk, the single by Shores, the hit batter, and another walk. 1 ball, no strikes to Pelletier. That is a strike. 1-1, bottom of the zone. A ball and a strike on Pelletier.
Gibbs got the best hitter in the Lawrence lineup out, and then Shorts obviously hit her way on, but then basically put 4 straight on.
1-1, low and away, 2-1. On deck, Leah Tibbetts. Here's the pitch. Boy, she did her a favor there. Swinging at a ball and a marvelous play by Bella Lubier. Wow! What a fantastic catch by the Winslow catcher. Put a star beside that one. Man, oh man, that was a great play.
Just nothing on that, and it's almost a free out, basically. On a great play, but a free out.
Did her a favor there by swinging at a bad ball and fouled it off, and Lubier with a fantastic play. 2 outs. Big, big out. And here is Leah Tibbetts. Right-handed batting first baseman. Infield will back up. Gibbs ready. Strike. Gibbs does not throw hard. So she's going to have her control and hit her spots. 1 strike on Tibbetts.
Yeah, I think you can tell, right? She wants that low and away corner, and it's been spotty what the ump's given her.
Swing and a miss on a change. 0-2 as she jumps in front here. No balls, 2 strikes, and Gibbs is a strike away from getting out of it pretty cheap. 0-2 on Tibbetts. Gibbs ready, rocks. Deals. Ground ball off the fists right there, the shortstop, and she is a good one. Madison Cochran at short really can make all the plays and the throws, and she makes that one easily, and that is it. So Winslow holds Lawrence to just 1 run. A big squander there by the Bulldogs. They had the bases loaded with 1 out. They only score 1 run. They get a run on a hit. There was an error, and they left them loaded. They left 3 on. We have finished 1. It's Lawrence 1, Winslow 0. This is high school softball on the Score.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our Score crew back here live at the David Martin Athletic Complex. Not to be confused with the non-existent David Martin Athletic Conference. That's a ground ball to shortstop, picked up by Elkins, throws to first, and the out-recorded 1 pitch, 1 out is Grace Melvin. Grounds out to short, and a good start here for Mackenzie McAvoy in the second. 6-3. 1 up, 1 out. Here is Hannah Danio, the first baseman, right-handed batter. The deal, a bunt in front, and it is a foul ball. Nothing in 1 on Danio. Danio followed by Gibbs here in the second. The 0-1. Fouled off. 0-2. The pitch, ground ball to short. Elkins with another opportunity. The throw, and she is 2 for 2, so 2 ground balls to short. And J.C. Elkins has looked a lot better there today than she did last week when we saw her. So 2 up, 2 ground balls to short, and here is Caitlin Gibbs. Gibbs, the pitcher, also a left-handed batter aside from a left-handed thrower. McAvoy pitches with 2 outs here in the second. She's got a 1-0 lead. That one is looped over the second baseman's head into right field, a 2-out base runner. A base hit by Caitlin Gibbs. So Gibbs is on with 2 outs. Here is Sophia Sullivan, the right fielder. Sullivan, right-handed batter. McAvoy deals. Right in there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, both no-hitters officially gone.
Get that cleaned up, taken care of early. Bunt fouled off the hitter in the box, so it's just a strike. 0-1.
Several of these Winslow batters showing bunt at least their first time through. Excuse me.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss at a changeup. She was way out in front. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Mackenzie McAvoy. 1 swinging and 1 looking. And that is the end of that. Actually, both swinging, I beg your pardon. So, for Winslow in the second inning, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's Winslow trailing Lawrence. It's Lawrence 1, Winslow 0. It's high school softball on the score.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
All right, we go to the second here in Fairfield at Lawrence High School. Lawrence Bulldogs sending 7 batters to the plate. In the first inning, had the bases loaded, 1 out, had to settle for just a run, and that came on a walk to Ruby Pierce. So it'll be 8-9-1.
Credit to the catcher, though. That diving catch.
Great catch off a foul ball by Natalie Pelletier and just a fabulous diving catch by Bella Lubier. Here is Casey Ross, the right fielder. Low, ball 1.
All right, here's a question for you, because one of the reasons they paired us together is I can't read French names. So how do you decide it's Lubier and not Lubier?
Because it's Lubier, that's all.
Okay, just clarifying.
Because I just know it's Lubier.
For all us non-French people.
Well, it's been anglicized. There's no doubt about that. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. If you were in Montreal standing on St. Catherine Street, it would be Lubier.
Got it.
But you're in Fairfield or Winslow or whatever. She's from Lawrence, so you're in Fairfield, and it's Lubier. It's definitely been anglicized. That is hit to the right side, and that is a foul ball.
That was close.
Very close. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. On the right fielder, Casey Ross. Gibbs looking for much more efficient inning here rather than the first, and that one is all the way to the backstop, 2-2 when she faced 7 batters, walked a couple and hit one of them.
Yeah, like you said, the phrase getting out of it cheaply absolutely applies to the bottom of the first. Load the bases with 1 out and only give up 1.
Could have been worse. 2-2. Gibbs ready. The deal is hit hard into left field, a base hit wide of the third baseman Nichols. And a hard ground ball single by Casey Ross. Leadoff runner is on for Lawrence. And here's J.C. Elkins, the shortstop, number 9 batter. 1-0 Lawrence here in the second. Elkins, right-handed batter. Shows bunt, pops it up, and no way that Lubier's getting that one off the top of the backstop. 1 strike.
Yeah, still, though, a break for Elkins because that one, you just a little bit lower. That goes right up the elevator shaft out.
1 strike on Elkins. Top of the order, her sister Kaylee on deck. The 0-1. That's a strike. 0-2.
Ross with a sizable lead, or Dicker's secondary lead, and then didn't run back right away.
No balls, 2 strikes on J.C. Elkins. Caitlin Gibbs, the sign from Lubier, here it is. It is high and wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big bat for Gibbs just because you got Kaylee the first time up, but she's the best bat in this Lawrence lineup, so you want this to be 2 outs and not 2 on.
Gibbs, the 1-2. Bends her back, almost hit her. 2-2.
My gut tells me Mike Violet back in the day wouldn't have bent back. He would have leaned into that one a little bit.
Well, I don't know. I like to swing, so.
Take a step back and crank on it then.
No, I would let it go by. Wait for a tastier one. 2-2 fouled off, and it's 3-2 on Elkins. That might have been ball 3. So 2-2 still. Umpire looking for a replenishment of softballs. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Elkins. Gibbs peers in. Here it is. High. There's ball 3. 3-2. Keep an eye here on Ross at first on the 3-2. High ball 4, and she will walk to second. And Elkins walks to first.
One time through the lineup, and Gibbs has walked 3 batters.
Got to throw strikes. Lawrence has not hit this year. Here is Elkins, who popped up first pitch of the game to the shortstop. 2 on, nobody out. Gibbs got a bear down here. First pitch to Elkins is high. Strike zone bouncing around all over the place here on Gibbs.
Third baseman basically every pitch talking to Casey Ross because she has waited to trot back to the base.
Low and away, 2-0. So Gibbs having trouble throwing strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. She's walked the third batter just now of the game. That one's in there. 2-1.
Not just the third batter, Mike. You didn't get to use your favorite catchphrase. She walked the number 9 hitter.
Yeah, which is never good.
Potentially about to put herself in the position she was in the bottom of the first.
The 2-1 now to Kaylee Elkins. Hit high to center field, and that is right in front of us, off the wall. It is picked up and thrown in by Ware. Elkins gave it a ride. Second run coming in. The throw is late. It's a 2-run double for Kaylee Elkins, who gets third on the throw, and Lawrence has increased their lead to 3-0. Elkins almost hit that one out of the ballpark, Oppo style.
I thought for a second there, Mike, I thought that was coming over the fence to us.
She gets third on the throw.
Chaz didn't flinch.
All right, Chaz. That is gutsy for sure. Here's Maylee Knox, who scored the first run after a walk. She now has Elkins at third. With 1 out and 2 in, Lawrence's lead 3-0, high ball 1. And Gibbs has got to get the ball in the strike zone. She put the first 2 on, the 8-9 hitters, and that set the table for Elkins. Elkins gave that a ride. That's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Knox. Knox, the Lawrence third baseman.
To your point, again, she was cruising towards the same spot she was in the bottom of the first with the bases loaded and 1 out. Elkins, though, a more dangerous hitter, clubs that one almost out.
Ashley Shores on deck. Pitch is skied, right side, right fielder Sullivan, and it's a foul ball. 1 and 2.
To your point earlier, you mentioned about how Gibbs, not a hard thrower, more about spots. I think you're seeing that, right? Because Lawrence, through the first 2 innings, has dropped several balls on the foul side of first base, so they're out front a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes. On Maylee Knox, Gibbs ready. Caitlin to the wind, the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. She just got a pinch of that. 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on third. Kaylee Elkins, a double, went to third on the throw, 2 RBIs.
And, we were talking about it yesterday, the lacrosse game we talked about earlier. Parrott, I think, was our first-time two-sport player of the game. Kaylee Elkins, obviously, with that 2 RBI double, she was in basketball.
She's got a crack at it. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Knox. Here it is. Low. Good stop there by Lubier. 2 and 2 on deck. Ashley Shores.
Yeah, for a Lawrence batting lineup that has struggled this season, this is going exactly the way you want. Pitcher struggling to throw strikes, so then you're going to get a favorable count, right? And one's going to be probably somewhere juicy.
The 2-2. Gibbs deals. Bouncing ball to second right there, and it goes right through the wickets of Madison Cochran for an error, and coming in to score. That's about as easy a play as you're going to have. And she flat out missed it, went right through the 5-hole. And so coming in is Elkins. Reaching on the error is Knox. There is no RBI on the play. E4, and it's 4-0 Lawrence. So when you're walking people and not making an easy play like that, you're in trouble. Here's Shores, a single to right her first time. That one's way outside.
Now, question for you, Mike, is your ruling on that not being an RBI because you think if she makes that, you hold the runner? Because there's not 2 outs, right?
Oh, excuse me. There was just 1 out. So give her an RBI because it would have been a fielder's choice otherwise. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So strike that from the record. And so Knox does get an RBI.
Just double checking.
I lost the count. 2 and 1?
Still 1 and 1.
Okay.
She stepped out of the box.
Okay, so I didn't miss anything. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one goes to the backstop by Lubier, and easily into second is Knox. That's a wild pitch.
Kind of unraveling here for the Winslow team.
2 and 1.
Got out of the first inning cheaply. Elkins obviously smacks one to plate 2, and now you got these air wild pitch starting to let the runs add up.
2 balls, 1 strike on Ashley Shores. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2. Pulled her head off that one.
Swinging for the downs. I was going to say, Mike, would you say this Lawrence outfield, probably the smallest of our softball outfields, right?
Yeah, it's pretty short. 2-2. Here's Gibbs. Low and inside. 3-2 on Shores on deck. McAvoy. Runner at second. Nobody out. 3 in for Lawrence. Gibbs ready. The deal. Hit foul to the left side, and that's out of play. Still 3-2. Three and 2 on Shores.
Winslow's still chasing that first out.
Gibbs. The pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. Bobbling it there in right field is Sullivan. Runner hits third. She will score, and Shores gets into second with an RBI single. An error on the right fielder. The run scores. That is an earned run. And coming in, actually it's not an earned run because she reached on an error, but it's an RBI for Shores. And so she's on, second hit of the ball game. That one much harder than the first one. Give her an RBI. Knox in to score, and it's 5-0 Lawrence, and time called. Time for a conference.
Just unfolding a little bit. Was that I think that was a wave at you, Mr. Violet. I couldn't see it on camera. Shores, one of your best friends, standing on second, I think, threw you.
I'm sorry, I was scoring the game. Hi, Ashley.
Yeah, see, threw you 5 big ones.
We're buds. We're pals.
I thought so. That's why I immediately went to that she was. That's who she was talking to, because I didn't see anybody behind us, and I don't think she's waving at me.
No, she wouldn't be waving at you.
Exactly.
All right, so Shores on at second after that RBI single, and conference over with, and here's Mackenzie McAvoy. Mackenzie hit by a pitcher first time. And we've got a pitching change. And into pitch, you've got the roster on you.
I got you.
17 in black.
Grace Melvin.
Okay, so Melvin comes in from left.
Yeah.
And going out to left was Caitlin Gibbs, so they just swap. So Gibbs goes to left field. And Grace Melvin to the mound. So a tough day for Gibbs, mostly because of control. Didn't get some fielding help, but mostly because of control.
Yeah, to your point, I thought here in the second, that just compounded it. You put yourself in a tough spot yet again, and then obviously some of the better batters, which the front of the lineup from Lawrence is their more proven batting commodities, take advantage.
So 5-0. Gibbs leaves. Melvin on. Looks much quicker from what we saw from Gibbs, who was a kind of a soft tosser. Yeah, she definitely throws harder. So let's see what happens here with Mackenzie McAvoy facing right-hander Grace Melvin. Shores at second. McAvoy again hit by a pitcher first time. The Lawrence pitcher. Very high and wide, ball one. One ball, no strikes.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Shores got on second base specifically to wave it.
No. No, the throw got her to second base. That's a strike. One ball and one strike.
She was busting out of the box.
She wasn't. She was doing her normal run to first on a single, and Sophia Sullivan did her a favor and kicked it. That's hit hard into left. A base hit. Shores had to hold in case it was stopped by either either the third baseman or the shortstop. Neither of which happened, and neither of whom were able to. So that's a single to left, a ringing single by McAvoy, and Shores gets third, first and third. Still nobody out in the inning. McAvoy is going to be run for.
McAvoy absolutely smoked that.
She did. She hit the daylights out of that one. If she had gotten that in the air, it might still be going. Here's Ruby Pierce. Pierce walked and drove in a run with the bases loaded. First run of the game, puts a bunt down. Off the hill, it's Melvin. Melvin fires. No! The ball missed by the first baseman, Daniel. Pierce goes to second, and both runners come in to score. Nope, the second runner did not come in to score. Shores came in to score. The pinch runner made it to third. So it's 6-0. So E won. Runners on first and third. The bunt is on. It's fouled by Natalie Pelletier. Pelletier fouled to the catcher, Bella Lubier. Her first time up, a fantastic play on a dive by Lubier on a ball that probably didn't go 10 feet high in the air.
No, she absolutely had to lay out for it, and like you said, one of the better defensive plays we've seen this season.
Here's the pitch. Bowled up there by Melvin. Ball 1-1. This is the 8th batter to bat in the inning. 5 have scored. 2 are on. Nobody is out.
Is that the sun coming in?
It is.
What?
1-1. I know. Do not look directly into it.
Oh, right.
Just like the eclipse there a couple of weeks ago. Don't look into that.
Still recovering from that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. I didn't even go outside. Nope. Not the least bit interested. The bunt is a strike.
I thought he threw up his fist for an out, but no, it's just strike.
Okay.
I was hoping for a second there, too, because that was confusing me.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Winslow's still looking for the first out.
Pitch by Melvin high, 3-2. Winslow pitcher struggling to get it over. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4. They're loaded again. 9th batter to bat in the inning. Here's Leah Tibbetts. Tibbetts in the first, grounded to short. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pretty good time to hit. That's a strike.
Also worth noting, we talked about the offensive struggles for Lawrence in the pregame, and obviously to start this one, 6 their most runs scored so far, and it's only the bottom of the second.
Here it is. Swung at a ball. It's 0-2. Got to let that one go by. No balls, 2 strikes. Grace Melvin looking to get it out. There is nobody out. That is foul. Count stays at 0-2.
That Lawrence just, I think, capitalizes the quote's always, I think, attributed to Sun Tzu, right? When your enemy's making mistakes, don't interrupt them.
This is true. That is high. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Some Winslow mistakes and some timely hitting, and you get a big crooked number with a chance to do more, obviously. No outs and bases chocked full of Bulldogs.
5 right now on the board, and that is in there. Strike 3 called. So the first out of the inning recorded by Melvin on a called third strike. And we're going to move things over because this is the 10th batter of the inning. And it is Casey Ross who led off with a single to left her first time. Swings and misses at what was ball 1. Instead, it's strike 1. Still loaded. 1 out. Hit to the shortstop. It's caught by the shortstop, Cochran. 2 outs. Hit pretty well. A little bit jammed, but still hit pretty well. But lined right to the shortstop. And here's J.C. Elkins. Elkins walked and scored earlier in the inning. 2 outs, bases loaded. 5 in. Strike called.
Melvin's starting to find the strike zone. Like you said, I think decently hit ball. Unfortunately, out of ball.
1 strike on J.C. Elkins. The 0-1. Little bouncer, third baseman, tough play for Nichols. Fields nowhere to go. Everybody is safe. McAvoy, or the pinch runner for
foul ball.
It was foul.
Yeah, you couldn't see the catcher. The ump was right behind the catcher, but he threw up his hands.
I'm here putting the scoring down. I've already scribbled in McAvoy's box.
That's why I wanted to stop you before you really got going.
All right. That is high. 1 ball and 1 strike on Elkins.
And when
Excuse me, 2-1.
When we sit out in the 1 and 2.
Okay.
When we sit out in
That's a ground ball to shortstop. Cochran fields, fires, and got her. So that is it. So for the Lawrence Bulldogs in the second inning, a productive inning for sure. They get 5 runs. They get those 5 runs on,
I think 4 hits.
Let's see. 1, 2. I have just 2 hits. I have McAvoy with a hit.
Ross.
I have Ross with a hit.
Ross, Kaylee Elkins.
Elkins with a hit. You're exactly
Shores
right.
and McAvoy.
Okay. Yeah, other than that, I had it spot on, that's for sure.
5 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors, 3 left on.
There you go, what he said. And so that's it. We have finished 2. And the score, I've got to keep my eyes laser focused. After 2, it's 6-0 Lawrence. This is high school softball on the score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and the Score crew. Chaz Wing on camera this afternoon. Caitlin Lakey on our computer graphics and scoreboard as we go to the third.
Chaz Wing also doing the anti-rain dance this afternoon to help us out.
Yeah, it's worked.
So if
we are right now broadcasting under partly sunny skies.
If you need them later, we'll get in contact with me. I'll consider forwarding your email.
Considering past weather here, we'll take this for sure. First pitch.
Low.
By McAvoy to Ware is low, ball 1. 2 strikeouts for McAvoy so far. She's given up 1 hit.
Man, really, the difference is that she's at least pitched to contact.
Swing and a miss. Not going to catch up to that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Temperature 58 degrees.
Love it.
Very tolerable.
I have worn shorts to a broadcast this season.
Yeah.
That has happened.
Yep.
Not today.
1-1 on Ware. Ground ball to short. Elkins, who's had a good day, and it continues. She throws to first. That's her 3rd fielding chance of the day. Flawless so far. 1 out, and here is Bella Morris. Today's game is brought to you in part by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Find them online at cmautogroup.com. Top of the order, Bella Morris. The second baseman struck out her first time. McAvoy, that is hit to the first baseman. Easy play for Tibbetts. Tags the bag, 2 outs. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Do we like this or what?
Yeah, we do. I mean, that softball pitch count doesn't matter, but I still like to make the reference. That's doing wonders for the pitch count.
Mm-hmm. 2 up, 2 gone. Here's Kate Nichols.
I heard a great story once. In the 90s, right, the Braves had that awesome pitching staff. They had a pitching coach.
Swing and a miss.
Who was he was the pitch counter, right? It's in the 90s. He was notorious for not counting pitches. If they threw something that was a little no-nothing pop-up, he wouldn't count them. So the manager would go to him and watch the pitch count. He's like, it's in the 90s. I got like 84. You're good. Keep going.
It must have been Leo Mazzoni. 0-1 on Nichols. Well, that group, this one's popped up. Maddox, Glavin, Smoltz, specifically in company. They didn't throw many pitches, especially Maddox, who mowed people down.
One of the biggest I guess, alternate universe. I don't know what the clever catchphrase, but to have that pitching staff and just get 1.
I know. 0-2 is low. Yep. Well, they had their chances, that's for sure. Lost one to the Yankees in '96 that they probably should have won.
Toronto, too, right? They
Yes.
lose that one they should have won.
Changeup floats up there and fades down and away.
That was a big bend.
2-2. Kate Nichols, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the third. 6-0 Lawrence. Here's the pitch. Down and in. Oh, it's in there for a strike. I don't think Nichols agrees, but she is gone. Third strikeout for Mackenzie McAvoy. Nothing across for Winslow in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Lawrence 6, Winslow nothing. This is high school softball. On the Score.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Okay, as we bask in the sunshine here in Fairfield, we move along to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be the top of the order for Lawrence. Kaylee Elkins, who's been up twice already. She has popped to short and singled and scored.
Doubled. She clubbed that one out here.
Okay, she doubled and scored. And that is ball one.
Did you bring your sunscreen this time? You've had it a few times.
Yeah, today's not warm enough to really affect that any, even though it's a good, strong May 1st sun. That's a strike. But it's kind of to the side, so I'm good.
Feeling good?
Yeah. But, with a receding hairline, that's my big issue now. It's right on the edge of the hair. Man, it hammers you.
Yeah, that's a
hard ground ball up into center field. A base hit for Elkins, her second hit in a row. She's 2 out of 3.
My brother had to learn that lesson the hard way.
Yeah, we all have. I keep on being told wear a hat. I hate hats.
I'm with you. I'm not a hat guy either.
I'm not a hat guy. I've got a beautiful collection of baseball hats, none of which I ever wear.
Is that the default gift people give you because they're assuming
not
you like
anymore.
it?
I've let them all know.
Oh, okay.
No more hats.
Everybody got me T-shirts, and I finally had this long conversation with family. Stop getting me T-shirts.
Well, T-shirts to wear under shirts, for me, yeah, don't bother with that. But T-shirts, that's my main. That's my main. Choice of wardrobe. Throw to second as the runner goes. To center field it goes, and scooting into third is Elkins. So give her a steal, and then an error on the throw by the catcher. So Elkins on third, E2 after the steal. 1 ball and, I don't know, low, down and in.
1-1.
Okay. So 1-1 on Maylee Knox. Knox has walked and scored and reached on an error and scored. High. 2-1. Error was on the second baseman. Went right through the wickets of Madison Cochran. 2-1. Outside.
Speaking of trinkets, that was a conversation my brother spearheaded for the both of us because we like to travel. Because everybody asked for souvenirs. He said, no, I'm not buying you junk from places you've never been.
It's a fair point. Swing and a miss. That was a ball. She went after it.
Yeah,
3-2. 3-2. Runner at third, nobody out. 6-0 Lawrence. Little number right back to the box. It's fielded there by Melvin. Throws to first, and there is one out. Run comes in to score. So an RBI for Knox. Elkins running on contact. 7-0. One out, nobody on. Here's Shores. Ashley, 2 hits, both to right. A little soft single in the first and a much harder one in the second. Ball 1.
Yeah, again, the outfield shifting for her to pull, but like you said, playing deep, respecting that power.
Boy, she got a good one to hit, too. Bounce to second. The throw to first is in time. Good play by Morris, the left-handed second baseman, on the left-handed catcher. 2 outs.
That's a nice job, too, because that got on her in a hurry.
Yep, that was hit hard. But right at Bella Morris. 2 outs. Here's McAvoy. Hit by a pitch and a single to left. That one almost hit her in the toe. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. We are in the bottom of the third. Lawrence has scored in each inning. 1 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 here in the third.
That Lawrence offense finding the cure that ails him a little bit because, again,
pitches up.
In their 1-3? Yeah, they're. Has Winslow played 4? No, I'm blanking on which one played 4 and which one played 5. They've in their start, they'd only scored 13 total runs.
Bouncer, third baseman, scoops. Nichols throws and records the out. And so after the first batter reached and eventually scored a good solid inning after that from Grace Melvin. 1 run. Was there a hit? Was that a hit by Elkins to start things off?
Yes.
Okay. 1 run, 1 hit. There was an error in the inning, and nobody left on. We have played 3 full, and the score is Lawrence 7 and Winslow nothing. It's high school softball on the score.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run! Ladies and gentlemen, the monkey has prime! This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah!
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
All righty, here we go to the 4th inning. Winslow coming up here and sending 3-4-5. Madison Cochran, Bella Lubier, and Grace Melvin up to face Mackenzie McAvoy, who has struck out 3, 1 in each inning, and given up just 1 hit.
That clean, like you said, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit, no walks.
Cochran will lead off. Takes a floater up there for a strike. 0-1. Cochran, the shortstop, very good defender.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That breaking ball there has so much bend in it.
The 0-1 from McAvoy. Here it is. Skied to the right side. Drifting over is Ross, but she can't get there. And it's a foul ball. 0-2.
We talked about it, I think, the pregame, right, is for both these teams, the margin of error this season has been very slim, so the last thing you can do is beat yourself. Lawrence today thus far has done a nice job staying clean. Winslow has not.
That's the difference. Errors and walks. The 0-2 to Cochran. Low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It'll be Cochran, Lubier, and Melvin. One and 2. Cochran holds that bat high, and as the pitcher goes into the windup, drops it down, a swing and a miss, throw to first, and the out is recorded there. So Cochran is out swinging. 4th strikeout for Mackenzie McAvoy. And here is Bella Lubier, bounced to first unassisted. Right-handed batting, catcher. Popped up foul. Out of play, 0-1.
Lubier does have a defensive play today that I think warrants consideration for potentially already top plays of the spring season.
One of the plays of the season for sure. 0-1 to Lubier. Low. A ball and a strike, Melvin on deck. A ball and a strike on Bella Lubier. The pitch. Skied. Second baseman Pierce is out, and Pierce with the catch. 2 outs.
Got a tomahawk to that one.
Yeah, it was a high pitch. 2 outs for Melvin. McAvoy looking for her second straight 1-2-3 inning. Melvin grounded to short her first time. Now pitching floater, ball 1.
Done a nice job. I think that that floater, like you said, drops down so much. I think it makes those higher pitches look lower than you think because the adjustment of the eye level.
The 1-0 is a fastball called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1. Here it is. That's low. 2-1. Daniel on deck.
I don't even think McAvoy's gotten to a 3-ball count today, has she?
I'd have to go back and look. 2-1. Fouled off to the right. 2-2. Let me see on my score sheet. None in the first. None in the second. None in the third. None.
Yeah, so she's done. They talking about not making mistakes. She's obviously stayed ahead of hitters.
Hasn't hurt herself. 2-2. She's pounded the strike zone. Wow.
Right on cue.
3-2.
The announcer's jinx, alive and well.
So Melvin draws the first 3-ball count of the day delivered by McAvoy. Hoping not to make it a 4-ball count. Spike down the right side and a foul ball. Still 3-2. It's turned out to be quite nice.
Yeah.
Huh?
Feels good.
The ominous clouds are over there. We are basking in the sunshine. Too hot for Chaz.
Hot.
Chaz is his family originates from Eskimo land or something. That's ball 4.
I take full responsibility for that walk.
So Melvin draws the first base on balls of the day for McAvoy. 2-out base runner. Here's Daniel, who bounced to short her first time. Low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Just the second base runner here in the top of the 4th as well. Excuse me, third. 1 did reach on air. Third.
One base hit, one error, and now this walk. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, a runner on first in the fourth. 7-0 Lawrence. Swing and a miss.
Way behind on that.
2-1.
Shores with a little snapback play there, or snapback throw.
Too late.
I don't think she got much on it either.
2 balls, 1 strike. Off the fists, and the shortstop Elkins comes over, squeezes it for the 3rd out. So for Winslow in the 4th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still Lawrence 7, Winslow nothing. You are watching and listening to high school softball on The Score.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our Score crew back here live in Winslow in Fairfield at David Martin Athletic Complex. Winslow is here. Black Raiders taking on the Lawrence Bulldogs today, and Grace Melvin on in relief of Caitlin Gibbs, about to start her 2nd full inning of work.
Now, speaking of being places, we're going to be at Colby Friday. Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Skowhegan's away from home for baseball.
I think it'd be a good one, too. Mount Blue graduated a lot of talent, but the game we had against Messalonsky up in Farmington was one of the few and far between because of the mercy rule streak we were on to start the season, but it was a very good game between those two.
Here's Pierce. Takes one wide, ball 1. Reached on an error her first time. Pierce, Pelletier, and Tibbetts. 5, 6, 7. For Lawrence.
2 of the 4 walks, Pierce and Pelletier.
That one's hit to center field. That's a base hit. Ranging over is Ware. Pierce hitting first. She's going for 2. The throw is off, and Ruby Pierce with a stand-up double.
Gap shot.
Hit that one well. Pierce stung it. Lead off. Hitter is on for Natalie Pelletier, who fouled out on a great play by Lubier her first time and then walked her second time.
Not to mention that one tailed away from center field. Ware had the best play on it, tailed away from her.
Pelletier shows bunt, and a late attempt at it fouled it off. 0-1 on Natalie Pelletier. She'll be followed by Leah Tibbetts.
That foul couldn't be because she doesn't know how to bunt, or Central Maine batters don't know how to bunt. Is that what it is, Mike?
It's softball. They do what they do. I never would stab at the ball, though. I just always found that counterproductive. Again, she shows bunt. This time takes it for a ball, 1 strike. If you're going to bunt, square around, have the bat ready.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to, drag a bunt or push a bunt down third to beat it out for a base hit. This is bunted, and it's a foul ball. I mean, bunting in baseball especially, which nobody does at the big league level anymore, but it's a whole different thing.
I can understand playing small ball, but I think you're Lawrence. You've had a pretty good day at the plate. Winslow pitchers have struggled. Swing away.
I like to swing it myself. That one's high. 2-2, a special up 7-0.
I mean, like you said, Pierce just hit a gap shot for a double.
Bouncer by the pitcher, fielded by Morris. No, it wasn't fielded by Morris, and she's got no play. Error on the second baseman.
Had dropped the tailgate down. Unfortunately, didn't get it the glove all the way down, and she doesn't scoop it up in time.
E4, Pierce gets third. Pelletier at first. Here's Tibbetts. A ground ball, and caught looking. Bunt is caught. Lubier, you don't want to mess with her. Bella Lubier, another fine play behind the plate on a bunt that was probably, 6 feet in the air?
Yeah, barely. And I think Dover embellishment, but another great play and a crucial out.
Big time out. Here's Ross. Ross has singled and lined to short. Low and away. Ball one. Runners on first and third. With one out. Ross digs back in. Inside, runner goes, and they throw to the shortstop. 2-0. So a steal. 2 balls, no strikes on Ross. Low, good stop by Lubier, who's one hell of a catcher, that's for sure. 3-0. Three balls, no strikes on Ross. And she's swinging on ball 4 and drives it right into her foot.
Surprised with how Winslow's pitched today. You're swinging away on 3-0. I think that one would be planted firmly on your shoulder.
Well, I mean, the way that Melvin and Ross Gibbs before her had trouble throwing strikes, you would have thought that they would have the take on there. That one is bounced to second. Another opportunity here for Morris. She bobbles that one, and it's too late again. And another run scores. Another error on Lubier at second, who's had her problems there today. That makes it 8-0, and first and third yet again.
And Ross picks up the RBI ground out, right?
Yep. And Winslow having a conference at the mound. Basically, I can give you what the message should be. Let's start catching the ball, and let's start throwing strikes.
That said, like you said, that one, I think, not a hard roller by any stretch. Just, I don't think getting the glove down all the way.
Yeah, you should be able to make that play without a glove. Here's Elkins. This is JC. She's walked and grounded to short. 8-0. That one way upstairs for ball one. Runner steals second. So second and third.
Nice read on that by Ross. Obviously way high. Going to have to catch, and then the momentum takes her turning.
That's a strike. 1-1 on JC Elkins. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. Picked up by Cochran, throws to first and gets the out there. Run comes in to score, and it's 9-0. Going to third is Ross. Elkins out 6-3, and I think one thing we know for sure, you don't want to hit it to Madison Cochran. And here's Kaylee Elkins. Kaylee today has popped to short. She has doubled and singled. She has scored a couple, driven in 2. Takes ball 1. 9-0. That's a strike. One ball, one strike. Melvin gets the sign. Here's the deal. High, 2-1.
And Lawrence doing a nice job, Mike, with situational hitting, right? You don't want to get outs, obviously, but you're going to do so. Get productive ones. You get 2 straight ground out RBIs.
2 balls, 1 strike. Popped up, and it's foul over the press box. 2-2.
Yeah, I think Elkin's going to be a little bit unhappy she was under that one. I think that was a pretty good one to hit.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third, 2 outs. To win, 9-0 Lawrence. The pitch from Melvin is fouled off. Still 2-2. Knox would be next. Two balls, 2 strikes. Lawrence looking for their second win of the year.
Elkin's a triple and a homer shy of the cycle.
Those would be the 2 toughest ones to get, 3 and 2. That one's low.
Especially that 3-bagger.
That's Will Abreu had that one last night. He had a single, a double, and a triple for the Sox. That's fouled. Count stays at 3 and 2.
Senior doing what seniors do, just battling. I feel like here, triple I think would be a lot harder to get than a homer just because it's just not a deep outfield.
Yeah.
You'd really have to, I think, just pelt that into the fence or something.
Yep. Some odd bounce or something would have to happen. 3 and 2 yet again from Melvin. Ball 4. That one skips to the backstop. No advance by the runner at third, so Elkins draws a walk. First and third with 2 outs for Maley Knox. Knox has walked and scored, reached on an error and scored, and bounced back to the pitcher last time and drove in a run. So she scored twice, driven in 1. First and third, 2 outs. Pitch by Melvin, high. Runner waltzes to second.
DI?
Yes. 1 ball on Knox. Little bouncer. That's a fair ball. Fielded. The throw to first in time. And Knox is out 5-3. But 2 more come in to score. We have finished 4. And after 4, it's Lawrence 9 and Winslow nothing. This is high school softball on the Score.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
All righty, we go to the 5th. The Lawrence Bulldogs in cruise control here, leading by a score of 9-0. Our game today brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Caitlin Gibbs, Sophia Sullivan, and Taya Ware, the bottom third of the Winslow lineup. Ready to go here against McAvoy. Gibbs has been up once and singled. She's got the only hit of the day for Winslow. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah, through four innings, Winslow has 3 base runners, 1 reached on air, a walk, and then, as you said, Gibbs the only hit.
The 0-1 from McAvoy to Gibbs. Wide. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I mean, the big difference, definitely some timely hitting for Lawrence. Wait till after this pitch.
The 1-1. Low, 2-1.
But Winslow just not helping themselves. 5 walks, a hit batsman, and we're up to, I think, 5 Winslow errors.
2 balls, 1 strike on Caitlin Gibbs. High. 3-1.
And, of course, last inning I make it a point that she never got to a 3-ball count. She walks, and now she got 3 balls to the first batter here.
3-1 to Gibbs. That's the way it goes. Here's the pitch. Right through the middle, into center field, a base hit. And so Gibbs has both hits. Leadoff hitter is on. Here is Sophia Sullivan, struck out swinging her first time. Sullivan, right-handed batting, right fielder. 9-0 Lawrence. A bunt. Down it goes, picked up McAvoy, throws low, gets by the first baseman. And Winslow's going to have runners on second and third. They're going to get a run. Scooting in to score is Gibbs. And Winslow scores. It's 9-1. All the way to third on the play is Sophia Sullivan. So E5. And it allows the run to come in to score. And all the way to third, Sullivan. So a 2-base error. So a run in, a runner on, and here is Taya Ware. Ware grounded to shorter first time. Shows bunt, and it's foul. So there will be no shutout. 0-1 on Ware. Showed bunt, pulled it back, took a strike. 0-2. Sullivan on third. Nobody out. 9-1. McAvoy misses down and in.
Good stop by Shores.
Top of the order, Bella Morris on deck. One ball, 2 strikes. Little pop-up caught by the first baseman, Leah Tibbetts. And that's the first out of the inning. So Ware pops out. One out. Here is Morris. Morris is struck out and grounded to first unassisted.
Yeah, besides obviously Gibbs, who's got the 2 hits, really nothing doing much for Winslow until I point out that Lawrence hasn't made mistakes, then something doing.
Morris showed bunt, pulled it back, takes ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Still at third, Sullivan. 1 gone now. McAvoy with the 1-0. Strike.
Good location right there.
Very good pitch. Very well located.
Down and low corner, you're doing nothing. Otherwise, you're just rolling that over to third.
A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strike. Our game today brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Also brought to you by Valley Beverage, delivering great beverages every day, including our sparkling ice and Prime. Soon to come. 2-2. We'll start having Prime beverage for our score players of the game.
Of course, you will be willing to do a taste test.
Yes, I haven't had Prime yet. I've just had the sparkling ice, which I have loved. That one is fouled. Black raspberry. My favorite flavor, along with Maddie Provost. Maddie has great taste like I do. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's how we knew she was going to be spectacular. That's how we knew.
2-2 on Morris. Here's the pitch. That's fouled back. Get another 2-2. Kate Nichols on deck. And also thanks to our sponsors, our friends at Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer, sales and service by a family that cares, by Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, wood stoves, and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. PJ Diggs, too, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it all at PJ Diggs. 2-2. Ground ball to first, and it's foul.
McAvoy hadn't been really overpowering. Like you said, 4 strikeouts here into the 5th inning, which is solid. Hadn't been overpowering, but it really seems to be laboring here in the 5th.
2-2. Morris giving her a battle. Here's the pitch. High. 3-2 on Bella Morris. Winslow has their first run in on an error. Hey, they'll take it. Single, and then a two-base error. The full count pitch. Strike 3, got her looking. She continues her pattern of at least one strikeout in an inning. That's 5. Here's Nichols. Nichols has popped to third and was one of those strikeout victims looking in the third. Tomahawked foul on top of the press box, 0-1.
Tell you what, the ball chasers, whoever's been employed or volunteered, they've been busy today.
Yeah, well. Not a high backstop. 0-1 on Nichols. That one is looped to second, caught by Ruby Pierce, and that's the end of the inning. So for Winslow, the Raiders get a run on a base hit, a huge error in the inning, and they leave 1. So they get 1, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. The score, Lawrence 9, Winslow 1. This is high school softball on the score.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201 Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201 Vassalboro.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
All right, we go to the 6th. Excuse me, bottom of the 5th. I get ahead of myself.
You had it.
Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. Not the 6th, not yet. And if Lawrence is able to plate 2 here, we will never see the 6th. They lead 9-1. And Shores will lead it off. Ashley with a 2 out of 3 day, 2 singles to right, 1 soft, 1 really hard, then grounded out to seconds last time. 9-1 in favor of Lawrence. Low. Did he call that a strike? No, it's ball 1. I didn't think so.
No, I think that was a pitch counter he was pulling out. I bet he got it out of cereal, too.
Cheerios box like me. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss by Shores. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He did call that one a strike. She was way out in front.
He had to because she swung and missed at it.
Yeah.
1-1.
This is not Naked Gun.
Nope.
Well.
Here it is.
Ooh.
Up and in, and just getting out of the way was Ashley Shores.
Do you think that's Enrico Palazzo behind the mound?
No, you mean behind the plate?
Yeah.
No.
Enrico Palazzo just saved the Queen.
Not unless he can do the moonwalk and sing the national anthem.
I love that movie so much.
1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I love OJ being pushed down the stairs. That's my favorite part.
That's good, too.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Too bad that wasn't real life, huh?
Yeah.
The 1-2. Outside, 2-2 on Shores. Shores, McAvoy, and Ruby Pierce.
3-1, Mike.
Okay. So be it. Now it's 4-1. Shores walks.
6th walk for the Winslow pitching staff. Kinsey McAvoy coming up hasn't walked, but she did get hit. So she got her free pass. A painful one, but she got one.
All right, McAvoy up there, a single, and a ground ball to third. Fouled off to the right, out of play, 0-1.
Sounded solid off the bat, but obviously a little bit in front of it.
Pitch is a change, in for a strike, throw to second. Runner stealing. Ashley Shore's in there with a stolen base. Count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Cruz in there standing up.
McAvoy, a ground ball wide of third. That is foul. 1-2 on McKenzie.
Shores gave you the head nod this time, where you rock the chin up. This is, what's up?
1 ball, 2 strikes. Very high, 2-2. One and two. Back on the rubber is Melvin. Here's the 1-2 to McAvoy. Sky to center field. Ware is there. Ware makes the catch, and Shores will tag. She goes to third. The throw by the shortstop. Cochran is too late. So Shores, she wanted third base badly, and she gets it. She goes on a fly ball to center field. Ware records the out. 1 out. And here's Ruby Pierce. Pierce today has reached on an error, doubled last time, smacked one to right center field.
Tell you what, that off the bat I thought was going to make it, and then kind of rainbowed its way to center field.
Ball 1.
And Shores, I think, held up. It took Ware a second to gather it out of her glove, and so that was all she needed to take off, head first slide.
1 ball, no strikes on Pierce. Here it is. Belted into center field, a base hit. It's 10-1. Shores scores. That rhymes. Pierce with an RBI. Second hit of the day for Ruby. She's on. And here's Pelletier. Foul to the catcher on a great play by Lubier. Then walked her second time, reached on an error and scored last time. 10-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Pelletier.
Lawrence continuing their streak. They've scored at least a run every inning.
1 in the first, 5 in the second, or 6 in the second.
No, you're right, 5.
Nope, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 total, right? 1, 5, 1, 2, 1. 6, 7. Yeah, that's how I got to 10.
Oh, man, a bullet back to the pitcher and caught in the air by Melvin. Wow. So 2 outs. Yeah, I've got 1 too many, so only 5 in the second. I have 6. Of course, I wrote down in the line score 5 because I'm a knucklehead. That's a strike.
It was the inning where you had to move over. Then the next thing you know, your scorebook's getting messy. That in for a strike.
Yep. Strike 1 on Tibbetts. Down and in. Ball 1.
Tell you
Pierce
what.
on first with 2 outs. And it's 10-1. High fly ball to right field. Sullivan is there, and Sullivan makes the catch. And that's it. So Lawrence gets a run in the inning on a base hit. No errors, and they leave 1. We have finished 5 full. The score, Lawrence 10, Winslow 1. This is high school softball on the score.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
All righty, we go to the 6th inning. Madison Cochran, Bella Lubier, and Grace Melvin to face Mackenzie McAvoy here in the 6th, 10-1 Lawrence. Winslow getting their first run last inning. And so far today, Cochran has reached on an error by the left fielder and struck out. Strike one there.
Yeah, still just 2 hits for the Black Raiders, and that run came via the single and then a big error on a bunt.
Swing and a miss. Strike two. Both of the hits by Caitlin Gibbs. The 0-2 by McAvoy. Hard ground ball to second. Pierce stabs, throws, one out. That's a good play. Ruby Pierce, excellent defense. She's had a very good day.
She just gobbled that up, had an extra second, and said, I think I'll just throw you out now.
4-3. No wasted motion there. One out for Lubier.
Tell you what, we've seen errors today, but we've seen some nice defensive plays both sides.
That's hit to right, and it's way over the head of Ross. Hitting first and digging for two is Lubier. Lubier not stopping. She's going for third. She'll get in standing. Oh, she's going to go home, and she got greedy, and she's out of there. You got to put the stop sign up there down 10-1. So Lubier absolutely go and take third, but stop there, and she is out. And if we've got the replay.
Oh, we do. Running right now.
Rack it again and give me the scoring breakdown. That throw didn't come directly from the right fielder, did it?
No, I think it was Pierce.
All right, so it goes
Pierce. So
7-4-2. So give her a triple. That's high ball one to Melvin. And out 7-4-2. Which is an area code, I'm sure, somewhere.
Credit to Chaz helping spot with that one.
Here's Melvin, a 1-0. Inside, 2-0. One out.
Lubier, I thought it was a great read. She stood into third, and then she turned the corner. I thought, she's just going to press her luck here, and she just would not stopping.
Throw was right on the money. That's a strike, 2-1. Two balls, one strike, Mackenzie McAvoy to Grace Melvin. Ground ball up the middle, into center field, a base hit, a throw. Oh, she got her! Oh, my God! Kaylee Elkins! A fantastic play! Your usual 8-3 putout on a ground ball. I have never seen that before. Absolutely never. You could tell that Elkins, as soon as she put a charge on that ball, had designs on going to first, and she fired a bullet to Leah Tibbetts, and out at first base is Melvin, 8-3. Wow, another great defensive play. So, no runs, one hit, a triple, a runner thrown out at home, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Lawrence 10, Winslow 1. It's high school softball on the score.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder, or a farmer, or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
You don't normally have a lot of great defense in a 10-1 ball game, but we have had a lot of great defense in this 10-1 ball game, and maybe the play of the day and the play of the year, Kaylee Elkins in center field on a hard ground ball right back through the box. Elkins puts a hard charge on it, and as soon as I saw her put that hard charge on it, I knew what she was up to, and she fired a strike to Tibbetts at first base. Elkins with a gun in center field, and she made the play to finish the inning.
Well, it's one of the things you mentioned at the pregame, right? Lawrence has struggled early, and one of the things that has not been tight is their defense. It was a focus for them. I think it paid off. You've seen, I think, the routine plays. J.C. Elkins at shortstop has looked solid today. And then, you get a spectacular one, but I think more often not you're happy to make the routines. But regardless, nice job defensively all around.
All right, so Lawrence here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Casey Ross, J.C. Elkins, and Kaylee Elkins, 8-9-1.
And for Kaylee coming off that putout, like you said, potential position for her to end the game, which she wants to do.
We shall see. Ross today has singled to left and scored, line to short, reached on an error. Facing Grace Melvin. High, ball one.
I also wanted to point out, but we were blown away by, obviously, the triple that was not an inside the park home run. We're talking about how hard to get a triple. We get a triple.
Right. 2-0. 10-1 Lawrence. Here it is. Strike. Back at it Friday night. Skowhegan hosting Mount Blue, 7 o'clock from Colby.
I think it's going to be a good game. Though, credit to the Skowhegan baseball and softball team. They're both hitting early.
Low. 3-1.
And you knew they were both going to pitch well, but their offenses have been very good.
3 balls, 1 strike. Here it is. Ball 4. Ross, a leadoff walk. Here is J.C. Elkins. She has walked and grounded a short twice. Might be a pinch hitter, though. Nope, it's JC. She's going to hit.
Yeah, a runner for Ross.
Yep, going to get a runner for Ross.
Chloe Grant Ham.
All right, so here is Elkins, the Lawrence shortstop.
She had a good day defensively.
Definitely much tighter today than when we saw her last week against Nokomis. All right, back on top is Melvin. Here's the pitch. Wide and a bluff and a no-go by the runner at first. Throw down anyway. 1 ball on J.C. Elkins. Here it is. High, ball 2. 2-0.
Grant Ham standing out first trying to bait an air, basically, because she doesn't move from her secondary leadoff, and then when they chuck it, she waits and kind of makes them throw, trying to get one thrown in the outfield.
2-0 is a bunt. It's a fair ball. The throw to first is in time. And that will go 2-4 because covering at first base was Morris. So a 2-4 sacrifice. And Ross, or the pinch runner now at second for Kaylee Elkins. Kaylee today has popped to short, doubled and scored, single and scored, and then walked last time. That double drove in 2. And I think when you combine Kaylee's day at the plate, and they're going to walk her,
yep,
and her fielding play, she might be the early clubhouse leader for our score player of the game.
We could tell, I think you specifically were super locked in on that put out from center field.
All right, first and second, 1 out. Here's Knox. Knox has walked, reached on an error, gotten an RBI. That one's high. Ball 1. She is grounded back to the pitcher, gotten an RBI, and grounded to third.
How about that respect to Kaylee Elkins? I mean, the game can end with a run scored, so you just intentionally walk here.
High, ball 2. 2-0 on Knox. Geese flying up above.
Watch your head.
2 balls, no strikes. Knox loops one, and it's caught by the second baseman, Bella Morris, and they double him off. Second base, and that's the inning. So Knox hits into a double play as they double off the pinch runner at second base. So she's out on a pop-up to second base, and the runner at second is out 4-6, and that is the end of that. We have finished 6 full. Score still Lawrence 10 and Winslow 1. This is high school softball on the score.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
Well, it's looked a couple of times here like we were going to make it to the mercy rule, but we're going to go the distance in here. Unlike what happened up on the baseball field between Lawrence and Winslow, there's a bunt there, and off the mound, Mackenzie McAvoy can't make the play, and it's a base hit to lead the inning off for Heather Daniel. Great diving attempt there by Mackenzie McAvoy, but that's a base hit on a bunt. And Daniel is up on the hill in baseball. Final score in a game shortened because of the mercy rule. Lawrence 19, Winslow 1.
That's not a good day.
Not a good day for the Black Raiders, and not a good day down here either. Here's Gibbs, who's got 2 hits today. She's got 2 of their 3 hits. With a runner at first. There's a bouncer, shortstop. Elkins gets 1 at second. That's all they'll get. Good play by JC, though, to get it over there and get the lead runner. Lead runner out 6-4. Fielder's choice for Gibbs. She is on. 1 out. And here's Sullivan.
Heads up play by Pierce, too. Last thing you want to do is put her on second. You didn't have her. Just eat it.
Get the 1 and be happy with it. Sullivan, swing and a miss, strike 1. Sullivan today is struck out and reached on an error by the third baseman. 10-1, 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Winslow baseball team here standing in left field, The
0-1. Bunt is fielded by the third baseman. Is it a fair ball? Yes, it is, and she is out of there. Good play at third by Maylee Knox, 5-3. And getting to second base was Gibbs on the fielder's choice. And the last opportunity here for Taya Ware. The last hope. Taya's grounded to short and popped to first.
That was a pebble from third.
That's a strike.
The saying is BB, I believe.
BB. I've never heard pebble.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I said it out loud. That's not right. It was a BB from third.
That was just a really dumb thing you said. That's all I can say.
Add it to the list.
The 0-1, one of many dumb things you and I have combined to say. Bounce it to short, could be it. The throw didn't get her on the tag, and an error by Elkins. JC got a chance to end it, could not. She's been very good at short today, made a good stab there, but the throw high. And getting third is Gibbs, so the inning extended. Top of the order, Bella Morris. Morris has struck out, bounced to first, and struck out. The pitch by McAvoy, very late swing, strike one. 0-1, 2 outs, 2 on. Lawrence 10, Winslow 1. Here's the pitch. Low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That sun didn't last long.
No, not long enough. I mean, it's not bad, but it didn't last long enough. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Strike 2, runner gets second. Defensive indifference. So second and third. With 2 outs and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, that is on the batter. Bella Morris. McAvoy trying to finish it. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. Spiked foul to the left. And onward we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's a couple Lawrence baseball players standing over. They both moved, and then them getting out ahead of you and I criticize each other for the E on the play.
Yep. Somebody's got to take control over there and make the call.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That is fouled. So we'll get another 1-2. Mackenzie McAvoy. The sign from Shores. Mackenzie ready. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to second base. The first baseman ranged over and can't get back to the bag, and the run scores. Ranging over was Tibbetts when she should have gone back to the bag, and Pierce did her job, but the run comes in to score. It's 10-2. Going to third on the play, Ware on at first with a base hit is Bella Morris, and give her an RBI. So the inning extended. Here's Kate Nichols. McAvoy. Bounced foul. Strike 1. Nichols today has popped to third, been called out on strikes, and popped, that is, to second. 0-1. Time called. We're getting a conference. Head coach Liz York coaching at third. With some strategy.
Suicide squeeze.
All right.
It's going to be that play from the end of Major League where you call your shot and then you bunt down to first base.
Oh, okay.
The Jake Taylor bunt and run.
No balls, 1 strike. On Kate Nichols. First and third, 2 outs. Pitches loop to the shortstop. Elkins makes the play, and the ball game is over. So Nichols pops to shortstop, and that's it for Winslow in the top of the 7th inning. Black Raiders get a run. They get that run on a couple of base hits. There was an error in the inning and 2 runners left on. Final score in this one, it is the Lawrence Bulldogs 10, Winslow Black Raiders 2. Post-game totals and our score player of the game coming up on The Score.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run! Ladies and gentlemen, we got paddle.
The monkey has prime!
This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston. All righty, Mike Violet and A.J. Knight back here post-game. Lawrence Bulldogs have just finished off the Winslow Black Raiders 10-2, the final score. Final line score in this one for Lawrence, 10 runs, 8 hits. They made 3 errors, and they left 10. Winslow, 2 runs, 5 hits, 6 errors, and 6 left on. The winning pitcher, Mackenzie McAvoy, went the distance, 7 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. And our score player of the game, Kaylee Elkins, 2 for 3, had 2 RBIs and scored 2 runs, and had one that is of one of the most unusual, really good defensive plays I have ever seen on a hard ground ball up the middle into center field. Elkins, the center fielder, put a hard charge on it, and you could tell as soon as she began to put that hard charge on it that she has one thing in mind, doing just that right there, throwing a strike to Leah Tibbetts at first base. I've never seen that before. I've seen it from right field many times in softball and even a couple of times in baseball, but never seen an 8-2 ground out. But we saw one here today. So Kaylee Elkins is our score player of the game. She gets our CMCC swag bag full of swag. She gets the CMCC bag. She gets the Fabulous Score T-shirt. She gets some sparkling ice from Valley Beverage. And, of course, the incredible, highly coveted score player of the game keychain.
Yeah, and becomes... Mosquito.
Thanks.
No problem. Becomes back-to-back now. We've had the last 2 plays of the game between Elkins today and Parent tonight. 2 sport players of the game. Yeah, excuse me, last
night. They both won in the winter playing basketball. Yep. Now they win here in the spring playing baseball and softball, respectively. So, I mean, it's funny, in a 10-2 game like we had, you usually don't have many sparkling plays, but we had a lot of really good defense by both teams here.
Yeah, Louvier behind the plate had 2 great ones. Melvin pitching for Winslow had a great one. We showed Elkins obviously was our player of the game. I thought Lawrence did a nice job pretty much through the end of until about the end of the game. Obviously picked up a few more errors, made a lot of routine plays. Pierce, I thought, played really well at second base. But there were some web gems in there among some muck.
Yeah, and Elkins is going to make the final reel of the plays of the year, that's for sure. So that's going to put a bow on it for us here today. We'll be back at it on Friday night. It's Skowhegan and Mount Blue from Colby College. The Skowhegan home game, 7 o'clock is game time here on The Score. So for Kaylin Lakey, for Chaz Wing, I am Mike Violet. And also for, what's your name? AJ Knight?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. And for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Lawrence High School. Final score in this one. In high school softball, Lawrence 10, Winslow 2.
You've been listening to another high school sports presentation on The Score, supported by these great local sponsors. Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Valley Beverage, Maine Preventative Maintenance, The Harry J. Smith Company, SBS Carbon Copy, JDH3 Design, Dixon's Country Market, and by Casella Waste. Stay tuned for a lot more live video and audio of high school baseball, softball, and girls and boys high school lacrosse. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. You found the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160, The Score.